Hi, how are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 12 of F1 2017 Career Mode, and today it is the Hungarian Grand Prix, and unusual for the Hungarian Grand Prix, we've fitted a power upgrade! But power is important anywhere, so less important than Hungary, but whatever. And we've got some fuel consumption upgrades as well, because why not? That's going to be useful in the race, particularly it's a tight twisted track. So, I'm able to use less fuel. That's good, because that will help us in the race. But the irony is not going to stop there. So, we're going to fit a piston upgrade, as you can see. Hopefully, that should be in for Spa. I really hope that doesn't fail for Spa, because I really need power at Spa, please! Anyway, so some of our power is less important. Tickling this, madam, is a very tricky session. And first lap in Q1, where is that going to put? It's going to be P6. It's so treacherous that I'm going to let you watch this lap, the second lap, because, well, you'll see how tricky it was.
Rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon.
P3, that's a good second salvo, I must say. And now on the third lap, now we're gaining even more time. We're chipping away at this, finding our feet. Where's this going to put us? It still puts us third. We've got purple in sector 3, and a safer few into Q2. We ended up being P7, behind the big three teams, obviously. Into Q2 now. We're leaving it very late, less than 3 minutes left. I'm going to start our first time in the session because it is drying. Started at heavy rain just below the weather line. Now it's safely intermediate. We got P5 on our first attempt. That's lovely. And now second, we're finding even more time between the quarter and a third of a second through the lap. Going out the final corner now. Where are we going to be? Will this pose even safely into Q3? Yes, P7, which is a reduction. But we went purple in sector 3. And I'm assuming big three teams behind us sometimes again. Yes, that is indeed very true. So, I'm happy with that. P7, and Fernando's made it into Q3 as well. Both McLaren's in Q3. What a rarity. Put it in the archives, everyone. So probably ain't going to happen again for a while. Okay, first lap in Q3. Where are we going to be? Going to be P3 again. We seem to be making very good early salvos, but everyone's clearly finding more time later than we are. We're now P5 as we go and start our second time. That's going to put us P4. Okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. Considering the team expects us to be P15, P4 will do. And now we're getting closer. It's the final lap. Vettel is coming holding provisional pole, but Bottas is actually taking it off him, which is quite a surprise. And now West's going through the penultimate corner. And now into the final corner, we'll be able to bear P7, or we're going to have to settle for best of the rest behind the big three and take the B-class pole. What we'll be able to do, we're going to cross the line right now. The last guy across the line, purple in sector 3.
Very happy with that position. Well done.
But it's only P5. But that's where we qualified in Silverstone, and we got a podium at the British Grand Prix.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Bottas, Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
We'll be there. Don't you worry, David. Fernando being P9 as well, that's good. Anyway, to our resource points, now up to 710. That's good. So, we've got at least another upgrade to pour on after Spa, assuming the upgrades work, which is easier said than done to do in this game. And now to the rivalry update. We're actually stretching our legs against Kvyat. We're now 22 versus 14. He didn't complete qualifying. Does that mean he has to go through to Q3? Or does that mean he has to not retire? Because that's twice now in a row. Anyway, team approval. They'll like the fact we beat Fernando and smashed the objective. Because our objectives are very unambitious. They're not even worth talking about. Anyway, it's time for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's going to be a good one, lads. Strap in.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Hamilton, a McLaren and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Ocon, Alonso and Nico Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Sainz, Felipe Massa and Perez, Kvyat, Palmer, Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now, it's time to head down to the track.
Wet again. We're going to be starting on the 4X and then it's going to start drying up. So we will be going to the inters at some point and then probably the slicks as well. So this is going to be a good one, guys. You're going to enjoy this one. It's going to be tricky, of course, but we've got a fighting chance here of making some upsets, making some strategy calls which inspire, and most of all, making good results. Anyway, the lights are on. There's 4 of them, and that's 5 of them. And we are going for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, a little bit late in our case. That was very tardy, and that allows Ricciardo to take us just on pure reactions alone. But nonetheless, we're going to be heading down towards turn 1 now, braking, and we've dived from the field. I think we're actually in P2. Yes, we are. That's quite incredible. What was going on there? Why were the field half asleep? Just getting 4 positions, just like a click of the finger, as you can just hear there. Okay, now through 3. We're very close to Bottas actually, so see if we can stick with him. 3, 4, a little bit squirmy because we did clip the curb. But never mind, as come towards the end of the first sector now, and Bottas is still in our sights, obviously. Going wide through 4, and now into 5. It's a little bit squirmy, but it's full wet, we're just going to have to deal with it. And now into the 6, 7 chicane, taking it nicely and gingerly, not stamping on the throttle pedal or the brake pedal. That's nicely out. And now through turn 8, and now into turn 9. We're staying with Bottas. He's not streaking away, he's not doing a Vettel start of a Grand Prix trying to get out DRS. Now through 10, and now into what is normally a quick turn 11, but not in these conditions, just over 100 miles an hour minimum. That's how tricky it is. And now into turn 12. Taking a slightly wider line on Bottas, but we do get a little bit of good drive out of the exit, so it's fine. And now into turn 13, the penultimate corner. We are beating the corner a bit more than Bottas, so we are getting better drive, but we are taking less corner speed, of course. And now into the final corner. You can't really V this corner off unless you go very wide, and that costs you a little bit of time normally. So we're not going to do that, and there we are, the end of lap 1. We've made it up to P2, which is quite remarkable. But towards the end of lap 2, we're actually staying with Bottas and we've just edged a little closer. Indeed, we're about half a tenth of a second quicker than him. And we've gone purple. That's excellent stuff. Even more remarkable is that Ricciardo behind is completely struggling to stay with us. Bear in mind, he was alongside us on row 3, and clearly he did a dive bomb as well into turn 1, and he's holding up the pack behind. That's lovely. Now I'm going to try and find some of the wets up because it is going to dry up soon. We've got a 10th of a lap second quicker than Bottas. As we now enter lap 4, they've got some great pace here, but can we stay with him? We're closing on Bottas through the breakers on turn 1. Now squaring out through 1A, and now down to turn 2. We're really tough. Will we consider having a look? Yes, we did. We come from far back, but he can do that in the wet. We push him out, he sees us, and there we are. That is legitimately the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. This is crazy. We're legitimately leading the Grand Prix for the first time since Russia. Hopefully it doesn't go wrong like Russia did.
But I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
Thanks, Jeff, for the update, and we have gone purple on lap 5. We have got a good pace, but Bottas is just about handing on. Bottas isn't that much slower. We just made a very good move for a very good time. So, you know, we probably could have stayed with Bottas. But we're going purple yet again.
Alright, consensus in the garage is that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It will be
Although we shouldn't be listening to Jeff. Did he seriously just suggest slick tyres? Slick tyres? Really? The guy's unreal. But anyway, we're now on lap 9, and Raikkonen is starting to make his move. I think he set a fastest lap as well. When we set one, he smashed ours. So the flying fins are on our tail. They are going to be very hard to beat because the Finnish know how to handle a low grip trap, of course. That's how they're brought up, on loose surface rallying. So we're going to have to do well, and we're going to pit this lap. I feel like the inters are about to come in. The wets are starting to feel a little bit overheaty, and we're going to be making our way in now. However, we're going to be followed in by Bottas, by Raikkonen. So, here's something that we haven't really had in this career mode. It's going to be a three-way fight in the pits between McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari. It's like being back in the olden days, boys. Here we go. So, Bottas is in. Raikkonen is now in his pit box. And now we have off go the West, on go the Inters. And we release the clutch now. Have we managed to come out in front? Yes, we have. In fact, if anything, we're just slightly extending the gap over the Bottas. That's how jolly good. We're still in the lead, which is the most important thing for right now. I can handle being a little bit closer to Bottas, but as long as we got the track position, then that's all good. And there we are, still pitting. I think most of the field are actually pitting as well. People are taking the opportunity to stack. I know we're stacking at McLaren because Fernando is far enough behind. We actually got purple in sector 3. That indicates the track is ready. We've all made the right call. It isn't the Monaco 96 where we've all made the wrong call by staying out too long. So yes, that's all good. Now until lap 12, we're getting good traction now. That's to be expected, really, considering the track is drying further still, and we swap from wets to inters, and now the safety car is out. So this gives us a nice chance to breathe, get the inters to last a little bit longer. Sorry for talking over Jeff, but Jeff always talks at stupid points. So what am I going to do? So let's breathe. So we've had about a third of the race now, just over. We're in the lead. We're going to save a little bit of fuel, and that's exactly what we did do. And now the safety car is coming in. And here's something we actually haven't done before in this career mode, unless I'm very much mistaken. We're going to be leading the safety car restart. This is going to be interesting now. Where do we go? Where do we go? We've got to try and catch the field out here, particularly Bottas. How do we manage to pull away as quick as we can? We're thinking about how to get off quickly. Now, where do we do it? Where do we do it? Where do we do it? We're going to do it now! And we're going to start the restart of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Get a little bit of a jumping in. The hour is only faintish single chevron rather than the double chevron. So we're doing something right. We got a little bit wide from turn 14, but it doesn't matter. And we are now back to green here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And yes, Jeff, it is drying, but I don't think we'll be having slicks anytime too soon anyway. It's still raining a little bit, so we're not too worried about the intermediates for now. It'll be what it'll be, really, won't it? Okay, so we're still in the lead. This is just surreal. We're actually legitimately leading the Grand Prix in the McLaren Honda. What year is it? 1989? That's what it feels like to me. I don't know what to say to this, really. We've just sort of ended up here with a good qualifying, good start, and then a good overtake on Bottas, but it is getting a little bit slidey through lap 17. It's now heading to turn 12. Did you see that power slide through turn 11? Anyway, Jeff is suggesting a strategy change. He reckons it's time for the prime tyre. We are going to go to the primes, by the way, because they fire up best. That's just the way the product tyres work. But we're not quite convinced the track is ready, so we're going to stay out just another lap. But it already feels like I'm regretting it already, even on a dampish bit of the track. Through the last corner, we were squirming out a bit there, and Fernando's actually decided to pin. He's decided to take first call there, and DRS is enabled, which is usually a sign which we should have pitted. Anyway, the milk is spilled, so we just got to push on and see what we can do. Yes, it is tricky, as you can see, coming out of turn 12. And now into 13. There's just no traction anyway. That's to be expected, but we're rigging everything out of this car. We want to rack every little bit of pace that this car has. Now through turn 14, well, into the pit, should I strictly speak, using every bit of track possible and slowing down for the pit limiter. Now, there were a lot of cars that pitted there, so will any of them have been balked? Well, they've all balked each other, allowing us to make up the time we lost from delaying this exact change from inters to primes, and away we go now. And I can tell you now, we're not stopping again. This is the final stop, unless anything happens. This is it. And, oh no, Bottas has actually passed us. No, that's a big undercut. That is so disappointing. Considering we led the race for so long, over half the race, and we blow it through strategy comb, that is just... and he's streaking away as well. Look, even in one lap, he's streaking away. And Raikkonen behind Ricciardo is actually very quick. He's on the qualifying tyre, by the way. He made low work of Ricciardo, and then he's come up to a straightaway. Bottas is saved fastest laps yet again. Raikkonen is on our prowl. We're going to have to go defensive, and there's no point. We've got high aero, a McLaren Honda. Guess what's going to happen? We're going to get trounced by the cars that have power, like the Ferrari, like the Mercedes. So yeah, that's down to P3, behind the flying fins. This is getting a little bit disappointing, isn't it? It was all going well. And now look. But there's no point being a pessimist, because Raikkonen will have to stop again, but we're going to have to defend from Vettel. We somehow just about cover him off. I don't know how. We're balking on me, because Ricciardo's going to be coming in on the left, and we somehow log up into turn 1, going 3 wide. Somehow, we don't crash, and we have kept P3, but Vettel straight on the case. So, in the next lap, he tries to overtake us again. He goes round the outside much more cleanly, but we're going to firmly retake the inside, lock up a bit again. But there we go, we have kept P3 once more. We're just handing on here. Grosjean's retired from the race, which is sad for him. And what do we have here now? We have a virtual safety car. So I have all types of FCY in this race. So this gives us time to breathe briefly. And we're going to be going to green any moment now as we head towards the start-finish line. Yes, we do. It's ending. This might just about help us on this lap, because we are going onto the main straight now, where Val wants to be using DRS but can't. And now we are back to green. I think I'll be able to use DRS straight up, but there's no point, because he's too far behind. Well, there is a point. He needs to get closer, of course. What am I on about? But yes, we've managed to fend him off for that lap thanks to the virtual safety car. The lines of 1s and 0s have helped us out. For lap 24, we've had to go defensive into the anti-penultimate corner. We are really struggling for pace here on the prime tyre. But then again, Vettel, he's in a quicker car, he's on option tyres, of course he's going to be quicker. He's even having a look on the inside of turn 13, and on the outside of turn 14, we're going to have to push him out wide and hope that we can keep him behind for now. That we do. Raikkonen is in the pits, so we're going to be able to regain P2, I believe. Yes, we do. But hold on, Bottas has pitted as well. He was on primes and has gone back to primes. What's just happened there? Why is Bottas pitted again? He's behind us, and somehow, and behind Hamilton too. Somehow, we're now leading the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're defending from Hamilton. It's a British fight for the lead. The battle of Britain between Stevenage and Leeds down into turn 1. Yes, I'm from Leeds, by the way, if you didn't know. And we've just fended off Mr. Stevenage there. And we somehow have kept the lead the Hungarian Grand Prix, which we shouldn't have, but we have. We bowled it, but we somehow clawed it back because Mercedes have bowled it. Mercedes strategy call again. Yes, Ferrari can understand. Going with the quickest time possible at the time after the wet weather. And now Hamilton's going to take us into turn 4. No, he isn't. But Mercedes, why the prime to prime? I don't understand. But that's allowing Hamilton on the other side of the garage to overtake us again, possibly into turn 1. But no, we fend him off again. He is so quick in a straight line. This is going to be very difficult. And it's equal ties as well, because he picked the same lap as us. He stayed down with us, but he's going to take a look into turn 4. Wow, he's going to try and do what Roman Grosjean damn nearly did to Felipe Massa in 2013. Make a legitimate overtake, but it is the safety car. Legitimate overtake in turn 4 is what I mean, by the way. Because he got a drive-through penalty. Why we got a safety car? But Fernando was upside down, and then he starts on the track, and then Sainz just smashes into him. What? How? Why? Fernando, you do amaze me sometimes as a double world champion. You do amaze me. So yeah, that's Sainz at the Grand Prix, and the strangest thing is that gets Fernando rebooted again, like a computer. Right. There's only so many things in life I can't explain. Anyway, behind the safety car now, that gives us time to regroup, time to save fuel, to be able to fend off the guys behind, because there is an angry pack behind us. Now the safety car is in. So where are we going to pull the pin this time? Will we do it the same place as before, or will we mix it up intentionally to try and catch up Hamilton? It was Bottas on the first safety car restart that I was fending off, but now on the second safety car restart and the third restart overall this race. And where are we going to go? We're backing them up. We're backing them up. Hamilton like this is like Abu Dhabi 2016 to him. We're still holding them up. Still holding them up. Now in turn 13, we're going to V the corner off and just launch off the corner. That's excellent. And now here we are into the final corner. We've got the jump on him, which is just what we need because we've got to fend off his Merc power, which will kick in on this strip. And okay, it's lap 30 of the Hungarian Grand Prix. We've got 6 laps to fend off the angry pack behind. Hamilton's closed it. We're going to have to go defensive into 1, and he goes round the outside. But he's just going to have to say, so I guess that was more just a luck than anything else. And now powering through 1A, now into turn 2. We're still having to go slightly defensive, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So you need not worry. Now through 3. And now into the run towards turn 4. Hamilton's got a good slipstream though. He's so quick up the hill towards turn 4. That's going to be a place where he may actually surprise us and win the Grand Prix. If he does, fair play. If not, then we'll have done something very magical to keep this guy behind because he's attacking us at quite a few places here in this lap. This is going to be some journey. And now onto lap 31. Yes, he's attacking us again. This is without DRS power. This is pure horsepower and slipstream. We're going to try and take him down on the brakes. And we have retaken the lead. This is quite tense. How the hell have we managed to keep on to this lead? Now to lap 32. DRS is now enabled. This is the last time without DRS. And Hamilton is going to try and overtake us again. Down into turn 1. I sense if he had DRS, he'd have just done it. But he didn't. And we've just managed to hold on. This is a very tricky balancing act here. And now on the run between 3 and 4. We're going to have a look as yet again. You're forcing around the outside. Hitler hooks around the outside. And here he is forced to back out and hope for another day to come. So yes, we're just about holding on. And now towards the end of lap 30, Hamilton's going to have a look into turn 12. But no, we're wise to that. We're wise to a dive bomb there from the Mercedes. And now into lap 33. We're just about holding him off. We just cut him off. He has to deactivate DRS just to not crash into us. And now into turn 1. He's having a look again. We're just about fending him off. This is so difficult. How are we holding on? And now into turn 4. He's going to try and look around the outside again. He damn nearly doesn't know. He nearly pulled that off. But the fact he had to try and stick to the track limits is what prevented him from pulling off what Roman Grosjean damn nearly did. In lap 34, we have to cut him off again. How are we holding on? And Bottas is going to even have a look too. So we've got both the Mercs up lap. We've got 3 right with both the Mercs. This is incredible. How are we holding on? And now down towards turn 4 again. Hamilton's going to have again another look. He goes around the outside again. Not quite as successfully as the last time. But he's still poking his nose around the outside. And here we are, now to the final lap of the race. Hamilton's going to try and slipstream us. It goes clean down the outside. He has now taken over the Hungarian Grand Prix. But they're going to tear that line down. We go into wood, and we've had to repass him again. That's the lead for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're not giving up. We really want this win. Can we really pull off the impossible and win at Hungary for the first time for McLaren in 6 years since, guess who? Hamilton won in 2012. But we're getting squirmy out to 2 and 3. So we're going to have to go ultra defensive into 4. Hamilton's actually going to try and turn the inside this lap. Is he going to pull this off? No, he is not. And he actually has contact with Bottas for good measure as well. Both the Mex hitting each other. Where have we seen that before? Hamilton Rosberg, obviously. Now here we are, coming around the final corner. I can't believe it. They've actually done it. We've actually won the Hungarian Grand Prix. And my voice is going. Because I'm in that much disbelief. Wow, we've actually pulled it off.
McLaren have pulled it off. They've won in spectacular fashion here today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they had today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
And there we are, put it in a frame, lads. We finally won it. We finally won a race. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but we did it. It was close as well. Look how close the field was. Even Ocon was on the back of the gaggle. Unfortunately for him, though, Reef Leakswagon in the championship, but he's overtaken Verstappen, so Ocon says where he is. They're up to P6, we're now in P8. And quite safely in the constructors. Well, I think that's going to be a safe P5 now. I still don't think we can catch Force India until very late in the season, if at all. And Haas, well, we've streaked away from them. So that will take something from the American team to actually repass us again. Now to the resource points. Yep, we're accumulating many resource points. I can't even talk properly anymore because of the sheer drama just trying to commentate over that. And now for more resource points, because we're our first driver. That's lovely. So, plenty of points there to be had. And against rival with Daniil Kvyat, lest we forget, we're meant to be rivaling a Toro Rosso driver. And yet we win in Grand Prix. Some things you just can't explain in life, as I was saying earlier. Now with the team approval, well, they've got to love that. And here comes the Chris Scott. Even though we did well in this race, these are still some numbers which I still can't figure out, despite having done a maths degree for 3 years. So yes, guys, that's it for this episode. But it isn't quite, because we're going to do a little bit more of R&D. Let's try and get 2 upgrades for Spa. And there we go. I shall see you next time. We actually won a race!